My profession is I'm an electrician by trade, and I drive a S14 200sx Nissan Silvia. I bought this car 2 years ago with the previous owner owning it for 15 years. After the breakfast run, I became friends with the owner of the S14 at the time, and we remained close friends, and we kept on working on our cars back and forth, and that's how I assisted him with this vehicle as well, and that's how I got to know him very well, and that's how we became dear friends till today. While we were busy doing the engine transplant, it was just a matter of putting the engine and the gearbox in. But as we put the engine and the gearbox in, we thought, hey, we might as well. We're already here, we're this far, and then we started changing injectors and turbo, and then everything started changing, and that's why the build took 3 months, because we changed every aspect of the engine to make it and customize it to exactly his liking. Ever since my buddy owned this vehicle and we've been friends, I've always had my eye on the vehicle, and I've always wanted, to own these S14 specifically, because at the time the SR20 was in there. It was like super fast, and it was really nice. And then in 2014, he did the engine transplant with the RB25, and I think that was the milestone point when I definitely thought, I would love this to be my dream car one day. So after we did the engine swap, I definitely thought, after that we were like, if we go this far with the engine, I mean, the exterior and interior needs to match. And the next step was to obviously fully respray the vehicle. The vehicle was previously green with a black boot. He kept the same color but put a gold flip in it with a bit of pearl. And that's where we are today with the vehicle's exterior and color. Throughout this build, me and my buddy have been friends for a while, and whenever he asks me for help on the vehicle, you always help your friend, willingly, and always to the best that you can, and always giving my input to the vehicle, like thinking that I would own it one day. And lo and behold, I own the vehicle now. Once I took ownership of the vehicle, there were small things on the vehicle that was something that he dearly obviously wanted to complete, which he never got around to. So those small little things I tackled and I tried to do myself. So it was the injectors we upgraded, the throttle body we upgraded, and also the fuel pressure regulator we upgraded, and the fuel lines. When they sprayed the vehicle, they did a few changes. One of the changes were the side skirts was fitted on the vehicle, but once they fitted the side skirt, they molded it in so that it's flush with the body, that you don't actually see anything, so it looks flush complete with the body. For the rear part of the vehicle, what we did is to try and make it look JDM. So on the basic S14 rear bumper, this part side over here has like a little red breaker indicator which is on both sides. That got removed, and then they filled the back of the bumper to make it flush, to make it look like a JDM bumper. So the front of the vehicle, we tried to keep everything OEM like the rest of the vehicle, as the side skirts, as I mentioned earlier, the way it was blended in. So the aftermarket engine parts that was fitted to the vehicle had to also be accommodating. So therefore we had to trim, on the OEM bumper we had to trim the front and a little bit by the front of the intercooler to make the fitment perfect. So the car's fitted with a RB25 2.5 litre straight 6 turbocharge. It's got an ACT Stage 3 Plus racing button clutch, precision turbo 5858, Bosch injectors 550cc, HKS fuel rail, a motor fuel pressure regulator, Coirad dual core radiator, 2 imported racing fans, a Pexi intercooler. It's also fitted with a Grady oil cooler, Grady oil catch can, precision dump valve, and obviously it's got a gearbox, fat box in there, Cometic gate gasket, AORP head bolts, and aftermarket top mount exhaust manifold. In the 2 years owning the vehicle, I really enjoyed the vehicle. And in that time with the previous owner, he spent about 650k in total on the vehicle. That's with the purchase of the vehicle, engine swap, everything. That's besides what I've spent on the vehicle personally after I've taken ownership of the vehicle. So basically this is a catch-22 story for me, because I've I own the dream vehicle I've always wanted to own, to the spec that I've always wanted to own. And the catch-22 situation is that I have opportunity now for a business, but I have to choose between the business and the vehicle. I have to obviously sell the vehicle in order to obtain the new business venture that I'd like to do. Hopefully in a few years, once my new business prospers, I will obviously definitely get another one like this. I'll try and probably build it to as close as possible as this one that it is. You know, so the vehicle is actually up for sale. Whoever's interested, hit me up on my Instagram handle. The vehicle is currently going for 380,000. What you see is what you get. It's get in and go. The air console works in this vehicle. It's get in and go, full central locking. So it's a very good bargain. And yeah. So the power figures on this vehicle is currently pushing 231 kilowatt on 0.6 bar and 380 newtons. On high boost, the car does about 350 kilowatt. But we like to keep it on low boost because you can drive it every day. It's more enjoyable. I drive the car daily at the moment, by the way. Because I drive the car every day, I wanted all the comfort aspects of the vehicle. That's why the air console works in the vehicle, all the motorized windows work in the vehicle, power steering works in the vehicle, everything works in the vehicle, so it's very, very, very comfortable. So in total, we spent over about 700k on this car, and the reason for that is to ensure that it's a get in and go vehicle, that anyone that's not technically inclined can get in the vehicle, start the vehicle, drive to the shop and drive back home with no issues at all. It's going to be super, super sad to see this vehicle go. This vehicle's built so many memories over the years between friends that obviously can't be replaced, and you know, this vehicle holds so much memories, late nights, 3 months, you know, we worked right through the nights. And you know, you guys know that vehicles builds don't last long. People build a car for 2 years later, you never hear of the car again. This car's held its legacy for 15 years, and I'm hoping the new owner would like to enjoy this new legacy, and I hope he carries on with this legacy once he takes over the vehicle. That one felt good. That one felt like that was like, that's it. Like, you know when it's that, you know, if it's not certain, but that one was solid.
Now from experience, if you feel that uncertainty in it,
yeah, it's very true. You have to feel exactly it.
And you have to just push through and just be like, nah, I'm gonna get it. Because the thing is, like, we're not gonna come back to do this again.
100%.
Like now, we must make sure you get it right.
And bro, I'm gonna do this also for the Z, because like for me it's memorabilia.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm never ever gonna, once this car goes, bro, I know for a fact this was the craziest build I've ever owned in my life, bro. I've never owned something like this before.
And people don't understand the value in that.
Yeah, but if you're not a car guy, you won't understand me.
No, even car guys. I can tell you, it's very difficult for people to understand the value in this content, right? In the sense of, like, when I look back over the Golf 6 and my previous cars, we just go on our Capstone's channel and we see the videos we've done, and I'm like, yo, that's memories.
How lick is it to watch it, but you just like start melting inside and it's cacklick, you're like, yo!
And the people don't understand the value in that. And that's why we do this, create this content, because it's like, you know, there's value in it. And that's what our business is about, creating that memories and letting it live forever.
100%, bro.
Okay, let's get into the
Shot, bro. Away.
The location.
What's up, guys? I just wanted to say a big shout out to Capestone for making this video happen. Awesome quality, and I'd like to say thank you guys very much and have a good year for 2026.
When I put my left, when I